Today we got stocks, got a whole bunch of companies going on here in the traditional world of finance sphere. Lots of fear, uncertainty, and doubt for sure. Lots of talk of a recession, lots of potential downside and or sideways that may play out. Going to cover a whole bunch of different stocks here, looking at a bunch of technical analysis, the support and resistance levels, EngineeringRobo's signals and suggestions, and some descending and or ascending trend lines in play. Looking out for the confirmations no matter the situation. We got the likes of Amazon, Tesla, Snapchat, Coinbase, and we even have Bitcoin at the very end as well, like always. So stick around till the end to not miss any of what's going on. Spoiler alert, there is a whole lot of sell suggestions in play, so watch out for that. And we will be going over how we will implement our 20%, 50%, 30% investment ratio strategy. Now, in front of you, we have the S&P 500 here. It would appear. We have some key levels in play. Overhead, 4,305. That is going to be resistance waiting for us until we can, confirm candles interacting above it, and then begin to look for it as support. Currently, we have 3,812 acting as support at the moment. We are not eager to invest at that level. We're looking for further bullish interaction with it over the coming weeks. We have 3,236 as well waiting for us if we were to continue any sort of downside. However, the strongest horizontal level, if we were to really continue downside over the following weeks, months to years here, is 2,952. So we just go with the flow of the flow again. Currently bearish robos in play. EngineeringRobo has saved us from a crippling 15% in downside that has occurred after bearish confirmations, and we are just waiting for the return of bullish confirmations here, which look like the buy for and or cloud buy and golden cross coming into play, similar to between June of 2020 all the way into December of 2021, where EngineeringRobo members saw up to 49.5% in upside, investing in the S&P 500 using EngineeringRobo. Similar instances look like 20% in gains seen between March of 2019 into February of 2020, and we even have 40% in upside experienced between April of 2016 into September of 2018. So we are just going with the flow of Robo. And then we have this descending trend line overhead as well, waiting to give us a hard time as resistance. And so if you were to divide up either your allotted amount you wish to invest into the S&P 500, whichever that may be, you can put 20% of it at support. At the moment, 43.05 is resistance. If we can confirm it as support, you can invest it there. If 38.12 becomes more significant, you can invest it there. Whichever one comes first. You can invest 30% when we have interaction above this descending trend line. Currently, that is resistance. Once it becomes support, you can invest your 30% descending trend line investment ratio, and that remaining 50% can be invested when 2 of our chosen 3 Robo advisors return to a bullish state. But let me know down below your thoughts on the economy currently. Looking at Tesla here, it would appear under the influence of bearish robos in search of support. So far, bearish confirmations met back in December of 2021 have saved us from 33% in downside, and we are just patiently waiting for the return of bullish confirmations. 20% can be invested in at support. We have 619. That is a key level, providing support for us here at the moment. We are watching out for further solidification of its significance. The strongest horizontal level waiting for us is $541 there. Overhead, we have $900, not our friend at the moment, and the strongest level of resistance is $1,144. This descending trend line in play will also suggest resistance overhead and is waiting to give us a hard time if we were to begin to make any sort of upward strides. So 20% can be invested at support once that has been solidified. 30% can be invested when we have interaction above my descending trend line. If this plays out, we may not break upward until what appears to be like June of 2023, but you never know. We go with the flow. And that remaining 50% can be invested when 2 of our chosen 3 robos become bullish, and that has looked like similar instances here. It would appear in play. We have the buy for moon and golden cross. We have 190% in upside investing into Tesla with EngineeringRobo throughout 2019 into 2020. And then throughout 2020, we experienced 434% in gains after bullish confirmations. And then we have an instance here throughout October of 2021 where we saw a modest 41% in upside investing in Tesla with EngineeringRobo. So we are just going with the flow of the confirmations during this highly volatile, fear-filled situation. Looking at Amazon, we have potential support down below waiting for us at $2,026. Overhead resistance, $2,758. We are smack in the middle of these key levels, so watch out for this move to play out. We have bearish robos in play here, so we are just waiting for the return of bullish confirmations to begin more comfortably reinvesting here. Buying some of these dips would not be the worst idea, though we are far from potential support. Right now, we have an ascending trend line in play that stretches as far back as 1997. Like my computer at the moment does not even have enough like memory or RAM to like record and go as far back. This trend line encompasses a whole bunch of price action, and it would appear we are falling out of it for what looks like to be the 3rd time. We have potential, exponential support found off of this ascending trend line here for many years. Throughout 2008, we slipped under it. We have another instance throughout 2014 where we slipped under it. And then we are now falling under it again. Will we return back to it? Who knows? We go with the flow. For Amazon to return back to this, multi-decade uptrend here, it would need to nearly double in value from current levels. It would have to, increase by, like almost 70% here to get back above this ascending trend line. So watch out for considerable resistance overhead potentially. Swapping back to EngineeringRobo here, it would appear so. You already know 20% can be invested at support, 30% can be invested into a once we confirm a descending trend line here. A simple descending trend line might look like this. Watch out for interaction with it as we make our way forward. And 50% can be invested when 2 of our chosen 3 robos return to a bullish state. Previous bullish confirmations from EngineeringRobo saw 86% in gains between February of 2020 into November of 2021. And we have another instance of 446% in upside after bullish confirmations met all the way back in 2015 here. Throughout, the years into 2018. So we're just waiting for the confirmations during this highly volatile situation. Let me know down below your thoughts on Amazon. Alrighty, Snapchat. Looking for support under the influence of bearish robos. We've been saved from a dramatic 75% correction ever since bearish confirmations all the way back in October of 2021. We're just patiently waiting for the return of bullish confirmations here. It would appear support potentially near $13.10. Watch out for continued bullish interaction with it. Resistance overhead at $18.90. We're in a bit of a slapping zone at the moment. Potential sideways may play out as we interact with these key levels. Watch out for continued potential sideways and or bearish price action here with bearish robos in mind. Our 3rd robo advisor has become bearish more recently here, so that is less than ideal. And we have fallen from an ascending trend line of previous support, which has now become resistance if it kind of smells like to me. But we can invest 20% at support once that has been solidified. We can invest 30%, once we interact with this descending trend line here. Not a huge fan of it, so I would like more price action to play out to draw a perhaps more significant descending trend line, and then we can get that in play. And then we can invest 50% when 2 of our chosen 3 robos return to a bullish state, which allowed us to double our money all the way back in 2019 here. And then throughout 2020 into 21, we experienced 409% in upside with EngineeringRobo's bullish confirmations. So just go with the flow of the confirmations no matter the situation. Comment down below how many times I've said that. And finally, Coinbase. Well, 82% in downside ever since bearish confirmations back in December of 2021. Look out for resistance overhead, $78.10. Support potentially down below all the way down at $40.83. Look out for potential interaction with $60 there, it would appear. And we need bullish robos in play to begin comfortably reinvesting back into Coinbase. And we have this major descending trend line also suggesting that some hilarious sideways price action is not impossible. Alrighty, finally back to Bitcoin cryptocurrency. Currently making its way sideways. We have that early bird in play, waiting for a second robo to become bullish. We have the buy 2, buy 4, and early bird robos present. Bearish confirmations back in April have saved us from this correction that has occurred. 36% in downside after bearish robos that came into play. We are just waiting for bullish robos to return as always. $28,422 is continuing to solidify itself as significant support. $34,655 is still significant resistance. Overhead, we have local resistance forming, though, near $32,000, it would appear. But if you haven't heard it yet, you're about to hear it again. Watch out for the confirmations no matter the situation. We can invest 20% at support once that has been further solidified. 50% when EngineeringRobo returns to a bullish state. That's 2 of our chosen 3 robo advisors suggesting buy signal. And then we need daily candles, in this case, interacting above my descending trend line. But we have been prophesizing some dramatic sideways that may play out here during interaction with the fear zone. Prepare yourself for up to 45% in downside over the next several months, perhaps until October here. We may trade sideways and or downward further into the fear zone as we, shake out the most fearful, uncertain, and doubtful traders and investors here in the crypto sphere. Watch out for the FOMO zone, though. I do believe once we, figure out ourselves in the fear zone, we will eventually exit and make our way to the FOMO zone, waiting for us. $187,000 per Bitcoin is a far more reasonable market top where you can then begin heavily considering taking profit with a far more comfortable expectation of downside following. Once we enter the FOMO zone, we trade up in it for however long necessary, then we exit and make our way out of it. It's just going with the flow of crypto and watching out for EngineeringRobo. Let me know down below your thoughts on coins and or companies. Thank you so much for hearing my analysis, and tune in for the next one.